Competitive shooters. For a long time now, I've been chasing this feeling, the rush of adrenaline during a perfectly timed and executed string of decisions, the satisfaction of winning with all the odds stacked against you, the level of trust and reliance you can put into a single individual. But why am I chasing this feeling? Why does it even matter? Growing up, gaming has always been about fun. If I close my eyes right now, the games that come into mind are Halo 3, Battlefield 3, and TF2. All of these games revolved around fun. Yes, they're all shooters, but their common theme is chaos, creativity, and goofiness. And yes, at the end of the day, you can get sweaty in these games, but you can get sweaty just by eating food if you really wanted to. But the core of these games were typically casual. I think my biggest introduction to competitive gaming was CS, and honestly, also Overwatch. CS at first was so foreign to me, recoil patterns, one round per life, and an economy in an FPS game. I was completely out of my element, as most people are when starting a game as such. And I think maybe that shock factor, that first time rush, that experience is what got me into gaming to begin with. But unfortunately, as a 10-year-old with a toaster for a PC, CS didn't last very long. And when I finally did have the hardware to play, Overwatch came out. And that was like pure crack addiction to me. It was my first game where I put thousands of hours into playing characters. It was my first, honestly, hero shooter besides Team Fortress. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. It was my very first grinded FPS comp game. And the spark that came with Overwatch only lit a bigger fire for the next game that I started playing. And ultimately, we all have that one title, that one game that got us so mad we start going bald. And that game for me was Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Boy, is that a lot of words to put in a string. This game reminded me of Battlefield mixed with hero shooters. There was destruction, one round per life, ranked, and a bomb. So it pretty much added all the games I've played to prior and expanded upon it. I still think that to this day, no game has ever come close to what Siege sounds like on paper. After investing way over 5,000 hours into this game, hitting a consistent peak rank of one game off of Diamond, yes, there was salt to that, and getting either destroyed by the game itself with ping, Peaker's advantage, or a multitude of things Ubisoft never changed or fixed. On top of the raid cheaters and closet hackers, it honestly made me drop the game. However, it was the first game I truly took serious. Way more than Overwatch. Like, I'm talking about 10 to 13 hours swamp ass playing a game late night, early mornings. And most of the time was honestly just becoming a better gamer. I remember spending countless of hours before I even touched a match, let alone played a ranked one. This was the game that got me into getting better. This is the game that I started looking at what I'm doing instead of, hey, I'm just here. Should I aim here? Should I stand here instead, maybe? What could I have done differently that last round? It could all be that we're just chasing an unobtainable perfection that will never come. For a lot of us who grind to get better at competitive games or just anything in general, that question eventually hits. That realization of, hey, I can do this, I can get better. But to a lot of people, that opportunity never comes with gaming. And it's always a different game or a different moment that spikes that thought, that inquiry, that realization into our mind. I'd be curious to know what game gave you this realization in the comments below. Competitive games have always held a special place in gaming. Whether you love them or you hate them, you can't deny their allure. Allure? Allure. And honestly, after dropping Siege, I thought I was done with competitive games altogether. And at the risk of sounding like Todd Howard, I needed a game that just works. Right now, I'm pursuing Valorant, a game that is a complete 180 to the previous efforts that I had. But as luck would have it, I'm playing with the same people as before. Honestly, playing with the same people over a long period of time, getting to delve into their psyche, knowing their patterns, knowing their habits, knowing when to trust them, who can do what, it's a really satisfying, gratifying feeling, really, to know that certain people are built for different things. You know, some people have great teamwork, camaraderie, epic moments that you could be shared because of synergy when two, three, four, five people come together and defy the odds against a lost round, or maybe reverse sweep a 3-9 comeback victory. Maybe these moments are so impactful to us because they're a story written through our triumphs and failures with the same people, maybe different people. But it all goes back to progressing and getting better day by day. Maybe it goes back even further than that, something that we don't know that's locked in our primal instincts. Or maybe it's one just big form of escapism. No matter what the cause, I will probably be playing these type of games until I can't anymore. And I'm fine with just that. And if you guys want to know my original thoughts on Valorant the first time I played, click on this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.
My goodness, bro. My dodge game is actually impeccable. I'm about
My
to
last
fucking
game
die.
is at back of boys at 1 health.
I can hit it with even the decent version of that. One more time, I'm fucked. Yeah, I've literally no health. Maybe he doesn't either. Who knows?
You might be
No, I'm
close to
fucked
him.
with that shit. I'm fucked with
No,
that
don't
shit.
say it first. Believe in yourself.
Yes, never give up.
Yeah,
I just don't have to worry about the fucking blood sugar for now.
you can do it.
Oh my god, but you can use both on that crazy shit? I have to learn his moveset. I'm downloading his moveset right now. No!